Mi gente, today we're going to be making a whole chicken. The first thing I do is I clean my chicken with vinegar, 1 lemon, and water, ice water. Well, cold water. I'm going to rub the lemon all over the chicken. After I'm done with that, I'm going to rinse it off thoroughly. I'm going to add it to a pan. I'm going to boil it for 15 minutes. What I add in that pan is 1 pack of sazon, 1 tablespoon of, no, not tablespoon, 1 teaspoon of garlic, and then a half a teaspoon of herb ox chicken bouillon. And then I boil that for 15 minutes. I'm really just doing it for color and just a little bit of flavor. I'm going to take that out, rinse off the chicken, set that in the pan that we're going to be cooking in, and then I take the chicken broth, not all of it, about 4.5 cups of the chicken broth, and then I set that to the side. I add to the chicken broth a half a cup or half a can of tomato sauce, some sazon, and then about a cube of sazon, and I set that to the side. I stir it together, set that to the side. Then I cut garlic, about 2 heads of garlic, and then I cut it into little pieces, and then I get a half of bell pepper. I cut that into little pieces. Make sure you wash your vegetables as well. And then I add in a half or about a quarter of a sweet onion. I cut that into little pieces, and then I'm going to add in some adobo, about a tablespoon of adobo, about a tablespoon of adobo red, and a half of teaspoon of green adobo, the cumin one. And then I add that to the marinade, and then I add the Goya. It's like a marinated juice stuff. I'm not sure. It'll be in the picture or the video right now. You'll see it. And then I add some black pepper, about a half a teaspoon of black pepper, and then I add 4 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 packs of sazon. You can use 1 if you'd like. And then I add in some more chicken broth, and then I add 4 tablespoons of vinegar. I have to make sure I add the vinegar. I think it's 3 teaspoons I add in there. I'm not sure. You'll have to see it on there. Again, I'm not used to measuring stuff, and I apologize if I'm over talking on it. But after that, I'm going to add in, let's see. So I'm going to add a little bit of the broth in there. And then I'm going to add 1 lemon, 1 lime, squeeze it in there. And then I mix it around. And then at this point, I'm going to add... I'm going to get my corn on the cob, my little potatoes, put those in a strainer, and I rinse them off. And then, I don't know if I forgot to say this or not, but you want to mix that marinade together. And then after that, I'm going to set all of that stuff to the side, get my chicken, and then I'm going to add my marinade that I just got done making, and and then I'm going to add it. I'm going to pour it on top of the chicken. So then, also don't forget to taste the marinade. Make sure it's not too salty. Once you add in the chicken bouillon and a little bit of water, what happens is it kind of loses the flavor a tad bit. So you want to sometimes add a little bit of adobo back in there to make sure that it's good. And maybe a little bit of pepper. So anyhow, I add a little bit of pepper on top of my chicken, and then I pour the marinade on there. Then I add in the potatoes and the corn, but I do add about 2 or 3 potatoes inside of the chicken, just so it doesn't collapse too much. And then I set that. After I'm done with that, I add the rest, a little bit of the chicken broth that I mixed with the sazon and the tomato sauce. I add a little bit more to that, and then after that, I cover it up. I put it in the oven, and then make sure you cover it really well, though. I set my oven at 270. I do this like at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then I let it cook on low for about 4 hours. I take it out, and then I flip it around. I drain out all the juice into another pan, and the vegetables, meaning the corn and the potatoes, I make sure that's on low, and I keep simmering them on low to make sure that they're still hot and they're still cooking thoroughly if it hasn't. And then I flip over the chicken so the breast side is up. I cover it back up. I put it back into the oven. I cook that on 350 for about 2 hours until it starts to crisp. And I take it back out, flip it back around, take out the aluminum foil, and then I continue to let it cook. So for 4 hours, I'm starting to let it cook uncovered, but flipping it back and forth to make sure that it's making sure that it gets crunchy on all sides. After it's done, about 4 hours later, I will take it back out, and then I will shred it, take all the bones out, and then put the dark meat on one side, put the light meat on the other side. And then, I mean, it's your guys' choice if you want to keep the skin, and I don't do that. I give it to my dogs. And then I add in the juice back into it to moisturize the chicken. And then I add the corn and the potatoes, and then I add the rest of my juice and that I had set aside in the pan that I had left simmering. And then I make sure I make my white rice before this. Of course, I make it about 2 hours in because I like my white rice to be not sticky. And then, yeah, that's it. That's all I do. And yeah, it came out wonderful. I appreciate you guys taking the time to look at my video, and I hope that you guys can follow us. Leave comments if you think I should do something better, or if I did something wrong, or if I left something out or anything like that. Or if you have any questions, I would love to hear from you guys. I greatly appreciate everyone for supporting me. I know my husband keeps telling everybody, you know, thank you guys, but I truly do mean that. It means a lot to me. You know, lately I've been going through some stuff, and I kind of, you know, this kind of really uplifted me to know that I could share my recipes with people. And I didn't really think it was something that anybody cared about, but my husband's like, wow, you're getting all these likes. And so that's what made me do it. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video. My name is Nina, and God bless every one of you guys. Keep your head up, stay strong, always be positive. Remember, misery loves company. Don't be their company. Just keep on chugging. Be positive. Positive, positive. Always brings a wonderful outcome. God bless all of you guys. Stay safe. And remember, anything that you go through is going to always make you stronger. Keep your head up, y'all. God bless you. ¡Huepa! ¡Viva Puerto Rico! ¡Ya tú sabes! Bye, you guys.